Hey guys, this is Christian here, and today we got the BMW 3 Series 2021 edition, and this is actually the 330i. So getting into some of the specs for this, MSRP is about $41,450. This engine on this is a 2-liter inline-4 with twin power turbo. Kind of weird. Just to talk about that a little bit, it's basically a single turbo, and it has basically 2 scrolls inside that single turbo, and that's how it works. Horsepower on this is about 255 horsepower, 294 torque. 0 to 60 is about 5.6 seconds, so it's still pretty speedy for around town and everything. It's quite nice, I'd say. This is rear-wheel drive. If you do need an all-wheel drive option, you can get that for about an extra $2K. And there is tons of models with this. There's the 330i, the 330e, the M340i, the 340i. There's the M3 competition, and there's tons of them also with the X-Drive package that I didn't mention. There's probably too many to cover, so I'm just gonna throw these on the screen. As you can see, there's rear-wheel drive options, all-wheel drive options. You actually notice the M3 is only in manual, and everything else you can see the prices and everything else you might be interested. But even though this might be base, I think this is more than enough power for just getting around the town. Starting from the exterior, this is in jet black. Outside, as you can see, nice black. Going over here to the rims over here, or the wheels as some people call them. These are 18-inch, what they call V-spoke rims. They're pretty nice. I think they're nice and simple. If you do upgrade to, like, let's say the M Sport package for about like an extra $3,400, you get 19-inch rims, like bigger bumpers, so like bigger vents, M Sport steering or suspension, and then also the M steering wheel. But yeah, there's a lot to cover. This one doesn't have it. This one's actually pretty like basic. There's I think only 3 options on this car, but you'll see that it's actually pretty nice for what it comes with. So coming up to the front, you can see here we got the LED headlights. Though if you do want the laser lights that come with BMW, they're actually pretty cool, light up the road really well too. I think they're an extra $1,000, and they'll light up the road a little better, and you'll get a different badge compared to these that just say BMW LED over here. Besides that, you got your nice grille in the front, not too big. So the M3 and the M3 competition have that like very big grille that I know people don't like, so this one unfortunately just has a normal size grille. Besides that, it's not too much to cover. This does also have one of the options, so this gives it like the convenience package for like parking and all that. Again, those are like the ultrasonic sensors, and these kind of just, depending on how far an item is, it can shoot a sound wave at it, and it kind of just tells you how far you are from hitting something. Getting onto the side over here, so this comes with, all the 3 Series come with the standard moonroof. They're actually pretty big. They're not too small, not too big. Some are sure more expensive on other cars, but this is quite a nice size, and we'll see when we get inside. Moving on to the back here, we actually have the gas cap on this side. Usually we have it on the other side, but as long as the car is unlocked, as we can see right now, just push it in. You have it here, put in your gas, and yeah, it's just as simple as closing this. You just got to make sure again that your car is unlocked. And then moving on to the back over here, so we got the nice lights. I actually like these a lot. I think I've mentioned that I do like these on the 4 Series or the 3 Series or basically all of BMW's lines, and they're just like really nice. I just like how they look when they're on and everything. And I think I could probably get them to flash right now real quick for you guys. And you can sort of see them on. You might not see it too much on the camera right now being the daytime, but you might be able to see that. Besides that, as long as the car is unlocked to open the trunk, so simply there's like a little handle here, put your hand in here, press the button, and then this does have the tailgate option for $250, and it opens it up automatically. Though if you want to save $250, spend that somewhere else, maybe on some Starbucks or whatever, you could also just save your money there. Trunk here, not pretty nice size, I'd say. If you look in there, you can actually see it's about 13.2 cubic feet of space, and you have like a nice little bit of space here. You have nets on the side, so maybe throw your bags here or something smaller that you just purchased, you just throw it on the side. And getting to the trunk challenge, I just want to show you real quick. Alright, and now I'm in the trunk, so it's kind of okay. I wish it was a little bigger, but if I go more back, I guess there's a little bit more space in case maybe I want something here, but yeah, it's alright. Now that I'm outside, I'm actually kind of laughing because there's some people nearby and they probably saw me get into the trunk. But just to close that up, again, the $250 option, you can close automatically. That closes up. You got your rear view cameras. I think I mentioned it's standard now a couple years ago in the US now. And coming along the side here, I do want to mention this trim here. Most cars usually have like a very chrome looking trim. This is more like a brushed metal, which is actually pretty nice. I feel it's better. Just like when you're washing your car and sometimes you get like water spots on like that full chrome trim. So with the brushed chrome, it's a little better. As for the door, I do want to mention how you can open and close them. So this actually has a $650 convenience package, which is lumbar support and keyless entry. So showing a little close-up here of the door handle. There's 3 little slits here, as you see here. And right now the car is unlocked. So simply just sliding my finger against these 3, it'll lock the car. And simply to open it with a key just in my pocket, just simply just put your hand in here. And it's basically just like touch sensitive anywhere inside, and you can actually do it with all 4 door handles. So it's already unlocked. Simply gonna open it. Makes a nice noise honestly when it like opens and closes, as we'll see in a bit. You get a couple of your mirror controls here, as you can see. Show a little close up here. You have a little bit of space here in case you need that. You have like some slightly like squishy plastic, quite nice. Okay. There's a little bit of color, you might be able to see it here. It's a lilac purple. We might be able to see that a little better once we get inside. And then besides that, we have a little bit of cubby space. You could open your trunk from here as well. And then you also have your door sill here. Shows a little BMW logo. Quite nice, simple. I like this. And then right to the right of that, you also have a little bit of your seat adjustment controls. Again, that lumbar support, adjusting your seat. And I do want to mention something while we're here, I guess, on the ground, is you can actually like extend your seat a bit. So simply just pulling this, if I can get a good angle. Yeah, that kind of just extends it, and I guess it gives you a little more support on your legs, and you can also just pop it back in, and just simple like that. And yeah, let me get off the ground, and then just like that, let me just get inside, and we can start the inside. So stepping inside the car now, so you got, of course, your steering wheel here as you'd expect. Nice little BMW logo. You got your horn here in the center, airbag, little thing here. On the right side, you have your music controls and all that, your volume left and right, up and down. You can also talk to the BMW, adjust some other controls as well too. On the left side, you have like your cruise control controls, and right behind that on the steering wheel, you have your paddle shifters and of course your other gauges and clusters and whatever, all that. Right behind here, you got your dash, of course. You have like 2 little screens, and you can actually see like a nice like indentation between the screens, which is kind of nice. I actually like how that looks a lot. And then moving on to the center here, we have like a nice little touch screen, as you can see. Pretty responsive, pretty easy to use right now. I just kind of just had in the settings for now. Right below this, you got your emergency button. You can also set here, as you can see. I won't get into too many details, but it's kind of just like the intelligent safety option. And this is something it's an option you basically have to get for more safety and all that. So of course you have your AC controls that you have all along here, and then right below that you have like your radio controls in case you want to preset your stations, your volume. And then right below here, let me just grab a phone real quick. Simply just gonna grab my iPhone, throw it here, and assuming the car's on, I don't think it'll actually charge it right now. This would actually start charging, and it actually did start charging. So a little blue light. And then right in front of this, you have a USB, and then you have 2 cup holders. So that kind of gets us to the cup, the Starbucks cup challenge. I actually only have 1 cup today, and then my other water bottle. So I'm gonna put this here, fits all right. And then my other custom one, push this in, and it actually fits quite snug. So if it is a little wider than this, it might not fit, but fortunately this fits quite fine. So take these out real quick, and then right behind this we have the Prindle here, the standard like BMW one that we've seen on the 4 Series or any of the other BMW line. You have a couple buttons here on the left side. You have of course your driver settings as well, your Sport, Comfort, and Eco Pro. You have your auto hold button, which I'm kind of a big fan of, just for the reason when you're at a stop sign or a red light, simply just press the brake button, or the brake actually with your foot, and then it'll just hold it for you instead of having to hold the brake the whole time. You have of course your other controls in case you don't want to use the screen up here and you don't want to like muck up the screen with your oily fingers and all that. And then right behind that, you also have your armrests here, and then you have a little bit of space here. You also have like USB-C charging here, and you have a little light here. So quite a nice space, and it's quite easy to access. Closing this up, right above here, you might be able to see it. You have like these nice like BMW lights, as you can see. I actually like how they look like wings basically. And they do remind me of like the older BMW exterior lights. And then besides that, you also have your moonroof. You can like slide that open if you want. I will show that real quick. So you can simply just slide this open, and then you can also like vent it as well. So it gives you a little bit of extra light, and again, that's standard. And besides that, I think that covers the front. So let me just move on to the back at this point. All right, so jumping onto the back here, as you can see, one of the main things I always look at is my knee room. So this does have the little indentations, but as you can see, the elongated wheelbase that they added with the new BMW 3 Series on the wider body. I do have a bit more space here, and I feel like you probably could fit a bit more here compared to like the previous BMW model. Here in the center, if you get a little closer, you can also see the vents that you have here. And I do like this for the reason that you can actually adjust them back here, because usually most cars just add vents back here and you can't adjust them. So you can actually adjust your temperature and all that here, which is pretty nice. And then you have two USB-C basically plugs here. And then you have your, of course, your transmission well here. And if you do need to sit someone here in the front, it might be a little tight. So I probably just recommend 4 adults. Of course, this is like a smaller size car, but 5 adults will fit fine for like a shorter trip. And then getting onto the center here, pull down the armrest here. You have 2 cup holders, again, for 2 more Starbucks cups. Fit them here quite easily. Close this up. And you do have a pass-through in case, oh, it's not closing. And then you do have a pass-through, you bring this down, and then you can just put your skis here or anything long, maybe your lumbar. And then besides that, you're gonna close this up. And if you do have baby seats, I never get into that detail. You do also have the ISOFIX on both the seats, so you can see them here. Pretty easy to access and all that. And then they're also under like my seat as well, as you can see. And I think that covers up the front, or the back actually. And then besides that, you also have the anthracite headliner, which is just a simple black. Feels like a cloth, but it's just simple and it works and looks really nice in this full like black interior. And I think, yeah, that covers the front for now, or the interior of the back. All right, as for getting into the drive, so the car drive is quite nice. As you can see, I'll turn the wheel a little bit. So it works pretty well. Besides that, the visibility, you can see front nicely. The back, I can see the car behind me is probably judging me. Your visibility is pretty easy on the side too. Your blind spot, looking besides your B like pillar, it's pretty easy. And then you also have your blind spot assist and all that. And then you also have like your intelligence, as I brought up the little green button here, that it's an added option and it gives you just more safety features and all that. The drive's quite nice. Right now I actually have it in eco-friendly just to make it a little bit quieter. But you also have 3 options here, as you can see if you pan down a little bit. You have Eco Pro, you have Comfort, Sport, and then also you can also have like an individual one, so you can completely like configure it however you like. Besides that, seats are quite comfortable and quite nice and snug here. This also has the heated seat option, so you can also heat them up to 3 levels on each side, so your passenger and you can enjoy that. I know you can also add like heated seats on the back ones. I'm not sure about all 3, but I know you can add them to the 2 side ones. And besides that, this is pretty comfortable. Like if you want to be on the freeway, like freeway noise is actually pretty nice, and this is pretty quiet. And just cruising at any speeds, 80 even on the freeway, which I know you shouldn't be speeding, but it does it quite nicely too. One thing I do want to mention as well, this car also has the auto hold feature. You can also turn it on and off, so I actually have it on here with the little green light, as you can see. So once you get to like a stop sign like this, as soon as you like brake here, I stop, I hold it, and then it'll just simply hold the brake for me without even having to touch it anymore. So pretty convenient, it's just easy. Maybe you're at like a long red light and it just simply just hold it for you. And I don't remember if I mentioned it, this also has like standard auto CarPlay and Android Auto as well. So as you can see here, you can actually see my Spotify. Just getting into one of the final things, getting into the launch. So simply just gonna get to the stop sign. I won't use the launch control. This actually does have launch control. Put this into sport real quick and then just simply just mash the accelerator. So you can actually hear the noise. It makes actually pretty nice noise, even for like a standard car and standard exhaust. I actually quite like how that sounds. All right, I just want to show you guys the backup camera. So this kind of just shows the lines and everything, and then on the right side you can actually see the little sensors and all that. So there's actually some rocks there, as you can see. So I'm just going to back up into those real quick. I won't hit them, don't worry. I'm not trying to hurt any rocks. So as I get closer, it actually like detects them, which is kind of cool. It's like, it feels like a video game. And then besides this, on the right side, you can actually see here, it like actually detects them. So as I get closer, yeah, it actually like completely detects the rock completely, and it's like, I could get closer. No, but we won't go any farther. But as you can see, it gets like more and more red as you get closer. But yeah, pretty cool things. Just wanted to show you guys. And let me just get a little farther from them. Oh, the wrong thing. As I pull away from them, you can actually see they like turn green, and then on the right side they also disappear. I don't know, little cool thing I just wanted to show you guys. Hey guys, so I'm actually in my garage. I kind of forgot about this little thing. You kind of can't see it outside anyways, but as soon as you like unlock the car It has like these little puddle lights, what they call like welcome lights, and it looks like little BMW lights, as you can see here. So on the side of the door, you just simply see that. So I quickly want to just show you could actually set some of the colors inside. So right now I have it in bronze. You could change it to orange, which makes it a little bit stronger. You could do like bronze and white, which is basically like a white, and then some areas just have bronze in the car. There's the blue inside. You can set it to green as well. Lilac, as we had it for the video. And yeah, that kind of just covers some of the interior colors. Yeah. Alright guys, as for my review on the BMW 3 Series, so it's actually a really nice car. I know this is like in very like plain, just like bottom of the bottom 330i series in black exterior interior, but for being like no optioned out car besides like those few options I mentioned, it actually comes with like quite a lot, like the safety stuff. Again, you got your blind spot assist, you have like the intelligent thing as we saw inside. You got like of course your ultrasonic sensors, so when you're parking it's quite easy, and then it can kind of tell you how far you are from hitting something. Besides the safety stuff, comfort's quite nice for the reason that the front seats are quite nice, comfortable. Back seats are a little bit bucket shaped, which I forgot to mention, so when you sit in them for like long trips you'll probably be comfortable, I'd say. The back space, again, 13.2 cubic feet of space, so pretty easy to sit in. And yeah, just for being like entry-level luxury, I like it a lot. Oh, it's also efficient. I forgot to mention 2637 or 2636 mpg. And of course, you got your standard moonroof, but yeah, good car. Alright guys, that completes my review again for the BMW 3 Series 330i 2021 edition. Again, in jet black exterior, black inside. And besides that, I do like the support you guys are giving me. Again, thank you again, all the views, comments, and subscribers and all that. I do see those numbers picking up, so thank you again. And if you guys want to keep seeing this content, again, like and subscribe. Throw me some comments down below. I am always reading those, always trying to reply to them pretty quickly. If you guys have any questions about anything, I have seen some questions about just like financing or just like options on the car. So simple questions like that, I'll try to answer those, or maybe other people in the community can answer those too. But yeah, besides that, thank you again for everything, guys. I'm gonna keep making these videos, and I do actually, honestly, I do enjoy like reviewing cars and kind of just giving you like my review on them and also my opinions on them. But besides that, till next time.